What happens if you try to make the internet forget something? Delete an inconvenient photo, hide a scandalous video, classify information that could harm your reputation. The answer's simple. You've just turned a dull fact into a global sensation. You've just activated it. The Streisand Effect. It's not just a mistake, it's a digital law of nature. Today, we'll dive into the most striking examples of how attempting to conceal information only amplifies interest in it, turning small secrets into global scandals. My name is Jack, you're on the ShadowPaw channel, and here we explore technology, society, and human behavior. The Streisand Effect is a phenomenon where an attempt to conceal, remove, or censor information leads to its wider dissemination and exposure than would have occurred without such efforts. It's named after one of the most famous cases, which we'll cover first. Today, we'll examine decades of stories where the rich and powerful, and sometimes just the overconfident, tried to control the flow of information, and how the internet slapped them across the face every time. From lawsuits to hacker attacks, from children's blogs to international scandals. Get ready to see why in the digital age, if you want to hide something, the best thing to do is nothing at all. Part 1. The Birth of a Legend. The Mansion and the Aerial Photograph. 2003, USA. The story that gave its name to the entire phenomenon took place in 2003. Actress Barbra Streisand filed a colossal $50 million lawsuit against photographer Kenneth Adelman, demanding the removal of an aerial photograph of her California coastal mansion from public access. Initially, this photo was part of a large collection of 12,000 images documenting coastal erosion, and virtually no one had seen it. Only 6 downloads, 2 of which were made by Streisand's own lawyers. Barbra Streisand tried to hide the photo, citing a violation of privacy, but it was the lawsuit itself that drew unprecedented attention to it. News of the case became a global sensation. After reports of the case, the photo was downloaded almost 500,000 times. Traffic to the photographer's website increased hundreds of times, and many media outlets subsequently covered the story as a classic example of a boomerang effect. An attempt to hide information only increased interest in it. Thus, the term Streisand Effect was born, named after the person who, by trying to hide one photo, made it world famous. Part 2. Digital Rebellions and International Resonance, 2008 to 2013. With the rise of social media and activist movements, the Streisand Effect began to manifest with renewed force. 2008 USA. The Church of Scientology attempted to remove a video featuring actor Tom Cruise from the internet. Hackers from the anonymous movement perceived this as censorship and launched Operation Chanology. Their efforts led not only to the widespread distribution of the video, but also to cyber attacks on Scientology websites and real-world protests. 2009 UK. The company Trafigura obtained a secret injunction prohibiting the Guardian newspaper from publishing a parliamentarian's questions about toxic waste dumping in Côte d'Ivoire. But the information leaked through social media. Twitter users spread Trafigura dumping scandal to top trends, and the Guardian itself soon published these questions. Under public pressure, Trafigura lifted the injunction. The incident was widely mocked in the press and social media, showing that an attempt at censorship only shot itself in the foot. 2012 UK. 9-year-old Martha Payne ran the blog Never Seconds, where she posted photos of school lunches. The local council banned her from doing so, fearing negative publicity. The blocking of the children's blog caused a massive public outcry. Tweets from celebrities, including Jamie Oliver, and hundreds of angry comments flooded the authorities. The ban was revoked within hours. Martha's blog received 100,000 views and went viral before the ban had a chance to take effect. 2013 Canada. Richard Wygon posted a video on YouTube about his Samsung Galaxy S4 catching fire while charging. Samsung demanded he remove the video in exchange for a new phone. Samsung's public request to remove the video was perceived as censorship. Wygon posted his refusal online, and his story exploded on Reddit, garnering over 1 million views. He received not only a surge of support, but also a new smartphone from a competitor, Nokia. Part 3. The Era of Global Shame. New Sensations, 2020 to 2024. In the era of the global internet and instant news, the Streisand Effect has become even faster and more ruthless. 2020 Germany. Apple demanded a ban on the German book App Store Confidential by former manager Tom Sadowski. The publicity of these legal disputes only benefited the book. The print run was urgently increased, and the book shot to number 2 on Amazon Germany's bestseller list. What would have only been read by niche specialists without Apple's fuss is now widely discussed. 2023 Canada. The Canadian military circulated an internal memo warning personnel about the consequences of using the services of a specific sex worker offering discounts. This internal document effectively advertised the woman to soldiers. A copy of the letter leaked online to Reddit. The sex worker's website received tens of thousands of unique visits in a week, and her OnlyFans page unexpectedly entered the top 15 on the platform. The woman herself admitted, thanks to all this exposure, her service received free advertising precisely for the target audience. 2024 Australia. Mining magnate Gina Rinehart demanded that the National Gallery of Australia remove a caricatured portrait of her by artist Vincent Namatjira from the exhibition. News of the billionaire's pressure generated huge interest in the artwork. The museum reported a noticeable increase in visitors. Rinehart's name became a global trend, making headlines on CNN, BBC, and even satirical talk shows like The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. 2024 Australia. Lawyers for Australian breakdancer Rachel Reagan threatened legal action over a parody musical about her Olympic performance. The attempt to ban the humorous production led to the conflict being discussed by audiences and media worldwide. The show, though pulled from its premiere, caused a new uproar, and Reagan herself received additional publicity and became the center of international news. Conclusion: the unstoppable force of the Internet. From a humble aerial photograph to international corporations, from private lives to state secrets, the story of the Streisand Effect repeats itself again and again. These cases teach us several important lessons. 1. The Internet doesn't forget. In the digital age, information once online stays there forever. Attempting to delete it will only create copies. 2. Curiosity is power. Human curiosity, especially fueled by an attempt at censorship, is a powerful driving force. Forbidden fruit is always sweetest. 3. Power is distributed. On the Internet, power doesn't belong only to the rich and influential. A single hacker, blogger, or even a 9-year-old child can be the catalyst for a global uproar. Essentially, the Streisand Effect is a vivid demonstration of the democratizing, though sometimes chaotic, power of the Internet. It's a reminder. Be careful what you try to hide, because you might just be making it famous. What do you think? Is there a way to effectively combat this effect, or is it inevitable? Write in the comments. This topic is almost boundless, and I am very interested in your opinion. Have you encountered manifestations of the Streisand Effect? Thank you for dedicating your time to this deep dive. Thank you to everyone who watched this video to the end. I would be grateful if you'd subscribe to the channel and like this video. You can also support the channel on Ko-fi.com and buymeacoffee.com. You can find all the links in the description below the video. See you in the next one. Keep your paws off of strange hashtags. And remember, what you try to hide might just become the next trend.